Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, the men that taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and peace and blessings onto the elect. So I want to go into speaking on Esau, Edom, who is the so-called white man, according to the Bible, and what he calls his healthcare system, or the healthcare industry, the pharmaceutical industry, or the pharmaceuticals, which majority of the people here in this country, America, okay, which is known as Babylon the Great, as well as many other code names in the Bible, believe in. The vast majority of you dumb, stupid people here in this country, America, you believe in this healthcare system. Now, the so-called white man was not set up to care for the health of anybody, not even itself. And the word system means pit. Okay, so he has a death system for you to fall into. Okay, and you, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the Israelites according to the Bible, you believe in this healthcare system. Okay, you believe in the pharmacy. You believe in what he call his doctors. Okay, so, I was listening to something on the radio station out here on the AM. I believe it's either 740 or 1080. Okay, on the AM, and Esau was talking about how good the health care system was and how it was affordable and blah blah blah. Because they really wasn't talking about nothing, because this whole healthcare system is based upon witchcraft. It is based upon Greek mythology, which really, I'll just leave it at that. It's based upon Greek mythology, okay, which really goes into witchcraft. And they were talking about how it was better before the Obamacare, or the affordable, which is really called the Affordable Health Care Act. Okay. And it just made me think of how much a devil this man is. And I said I might as well do a lesson on it, So here it is. You got the word doctor, which this information has been going into over here at Great Millstone. The apostles and the elders have went into this information, but this is just to continue to push out the wickedness of Esau, okay? And the Most High is gonna destroy you fucking devils, for all your wickedness that you've promoted. Really starting with the elites. The elites is the ones responsible for setting all this up, okay? The international bankers that control everything. Now, the word doctor means falsify or falsely. Okay, you can look it up. Pharmacy goes back to the Greek word pharmaki or pharmakos, okay? You can look that word up, which means sorcery or witchcraft. All right. Now, these doctors take something called a Hippocratic oath, which they swear to Greek gods to uphold certain principles. Okay. And so when you go and deal with the doctors, the origin of the word, it means to falsify or false. Okay. Or fake. And then when you look into the oath that they have to take, it's dealing with Greek mythology, where they're swearing in based upon in the name of Greek gods, okay, to practice medicine. And they're not practicing medicine because according to, and I read it, according to the Bible in the Apocrypha, in the book of Sirach, 38:4, it says this. It says, the Lord has created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Okay? So medicines come from herbs, okay? Oils from the herbs, from plants, okay? Greenery, leafy green vegetables, and whole food is supposed to be medicine. Okay, tree bark, high pH water, okay, that has a pH of 7.3 or 5 or better, okay? This is medicine. Okay, now they take this Hippocratic oath to practice medicine, okay? And they're not, what they're doing is they're practicing witchcraft, okay? Because their job really is to prescribe you, is to send you to the pharmacy to get drugs, okay? Which is not medicine, it's witchcraft. That's why pharmacy means witchcraft, okay? There is a chemical concoction that merely eliminates the symptom and causes many different side effects. It does not heal you. It does not cure you of your ailment, okay? Now you go into, and I believe the Hippocratic oath, they're swearing to Apollos, and some of his offspring, which is all mythology, that was supposed to be healers and dealt with herbs and things of that nature. Okay, you can do your own research on it if you want. And it's all bullshit. Okay? And them people back in the ancient days that were healers coming in the name of these Greek gods, they were really dealing with herbs, okay? Even though they were coming in the name of these different Greek gods and goddesses, okay? Which sounds like madness, but this is what your healthcare professionals, okay? Your doctors, they're coming in the name of. And this is what they're practicing, okay? Now you got the caduceus, which is this symbol here in the on the screen. You see it, which is a wand that has wings at the top of the wand, and then you have two serpents wrapped around the wand, okay, called the caduceus. And what this is it goes into the Greek god Hermes, which deals with alchemy, which is 3 duties. You can look all this stuff up. I'm not gonna go all and super deep on this, but he dealt with or supposed to be the god that his duty was to be. Okay, let me say it again. Slow down. A Greek god Hermes, and some of his duties were to mixing up potions, okay, to make money off of, and to guide the dead to Hades, which sounds complete fucking madness. And that's what these people do today. Your healthcare professionals, okay, they're not healthcare professionals. They're really professionals on practicing witchcraft, okay, in the form of lying to you and coming to you in this demonic vibration and sending you to the pharmacy to get a chemical concoction that really is breaking your body down. Okay, all to what? To make money for the pharmaceutical industry, to make money for the healthcare industry, to make money for these different surgeons and specialists. And I believe, and I would have to fact check it, that they get some type of commission percentage off of prescribing these different pharmaceutical drugs. Okay? And this stuff does send you, it kills you over a period of time. It's called slow kill. And then you have the what they call, you can barely see it, it's called the mortar, the symbol, the mortar and the pestle symbol with the RX on it, which that's dealing with mixing up chemicals, not mixing up herbs, okay, as they did in the ancient day. They're mixing up chemicals, and on the front of it, it tell you what they're mixing up to show you that it's chemicals. Is that RX? It represents prescription drugs. So they're mixing up these different chemicals, putting it in pill form, giving it to the people, and breaking them down and killing them over a period of time, causing their body to experience more ailments, okay, more illnesses. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Israelites, you, and for the most part, there's a small number of Jake out there, Jakes, which is short for Jacob, that understand the healthcare system is poisonous, okay? But for the vast majority of you, you believe in this man's healthcare system, okay? When you go and get a job, you're looking for, of course, you looking for the pay, but what you consider to be a good job is a well-paying job and the type of benefits and health care that they provide. Okay? You take that serious, that I got health care, I could take care of me and my family on a health care level, but by this job providing me with health care. And if you don't make a lot of money, and mainly I'll speak on the so-called black woman and the women of the other tribes, this is usually the ones that get this Medicaid, or the ones that's using up the Medicaid, and these so-called white people, they're using it up too. You get it for free and you believe in it. You believe if your child gets sick, you can take them to the doctor and they're going to fix them. But they still end up with a snotty nose and these different respiratory problems. And they give them these steroids and these vaccines and these prescription drugs that does nothing but continuously break down the body so that you can come back to get more drugs so they can make more money off of you. Okay? Then you have Medicare, which is for 65 and older, the age of 65 and older, so the elderly, and especially among our people, they believe in that. Okay? And it's doing nothing but killing you. Okay? You're going to the enemy, your natural born enemy, for answers and solutions on your health, and he's not going to give it to you. Okay? He's going to give you prescription drugs, and he's going to give you a demonic counsel. You're talking about your doctor or your healthcare professional on give you a demonic counsel on how to better yourself or treat yourself. Okay? Let me see. I just want to bring out that information. I'm gonna hit some scriptures and I'm gonna close this lesson out. And I'll get straight to the point with these scriptures. This is Romans chapter 9, verse and you can go back and read the whole chapter, but I'm just gonna get to the point. The subject matter of the first part of this, or the middle part of this chapter, is dealing with Jacob and Esau. And I'm going to jump down to Romans chapter 9 and verse 21. It says, has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. The vessel unto honor is Jacob. The vessel unto dishonor that the Most High created is Esau. Okay? So Esau was created to be a dishonorable man, not a honorable man. Because if Esau was honorable, the honorable thing to do would teach the people how to take care of themselves so you wouldn't have to have this healthcare system in place. But they're all about the worship and the money. So it benefits them to have this demonic system set up to make money, so-called money off the people. Okay? It generates big money. I believe the pharmaceutical industry is the second biggest money-making industry here in America. And I believe the first biggest money-making industry is banking, the banking industry. Okay? And the honorable thing that would be to teach people how to deal with the herbs and give them knowledge on the true medicine which comes out of the earth from different herbs, trees, bark. Okay, how to hydrate your body properly. But he wasn't set up for that. He was set up to be dishonorable, to lie to you and tell you that he'll treat you and he'll give you what you need to cure you. And it's all a deception and it's doing nothing more than killing you. Verse 22, it says, what if the Most High, willing to show his power, his wrath, and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. So he's not only Esau, who is the so-called white man, is not only called the vessel of dishonor, but he's also called the vessel of wrath. And why? Because it's a treacherous thing to lie to a person and tell him, I'm here for your benefit and I'm here to give you the answers and solutions to help you when you're doing nothing more than killing these people. And especially you Jakes out there, okay? Because you know what? He's setting you up to go to these doctors by feeding the people here in America, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You have the worst diets, I'll say. Feed you GMO, genetically modified organisms as food. Feed you chlorine gassed wheat products, because probably the biggest part of these people's diet is meats and wheat. Okay, and the way that they by the time they get done processing the wheat grain, is basically nothing more than starch, which breaks down the sugar in the body. Okay, and then the meats that you eat are pumped full of steroids and antibiotics, and then it's genetically modified. Okay, damn near everything is genetically modified. And how do you know that label that said it's non-GMO is really non-GMO? Okay? People have no concept, for the most part, of what quality water is. Okay? They think as long as they drinking water, they think that they hydrating themselves. Okay? Which is not the case. And the Most High is going to destroy this man. Because if he don't destroy him, this man is going to destroy till he cannot destroy anymore, until there's no life left here on this planet. So I'll go from there to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up. His soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, that's talking about the soul of the so-called white man. is lifted up with pride. The proof is this is one example of his pride. He set up this elaborate healthcare system, which is not a healthcare system, it's a death system. And the people and have the people believing in it through him pushing out his demonic vibration here in this country. Okay? And he's not right. Because if he was right, he would tell the people to keep the dietary law of the Bible. He would tell the people that what medicine truly is, how you keep the body healthy. You have to deal with the herbs, okay, from the earth to do so. And you can reverse all these ailments if you catch them in time. And really, if you don't eat this garbage ass fake food, okay? And it's not really even food. It's nothing more than the food is chemicals. He feeds you chemicals, and then he sends you to his doctors, which the word means falsify, okay? To give you more chemicals, to put a band-aid on the ailment. Verse 5, it says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, which means he break the laws, statutes, and commandments of his Bible by his way of life, by his philosophy, which the scripture is calling wine. Okay. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Okay. Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. See, he is not as life. He's not about the promotion of life. He's about the promotion of death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Meaning he got all the people believing in his philosophy by spreading his philosophy throughout the world and packaging it in a deceptive manner to where you'll go and you partake in that philosophy, and then you find out that it does nothing but kill you. Look at the results. Look at this man's track record. That's all you have to do. It don't take a rocket science to see that this man is no good. Okay, and the Most High is going to destroy him for this. For his wicked practices in the earth. For his abomination that he has spread throughout the world. People over here believe in this bullshit about healthcare when really you need to get away from it. You have these different government officials on the federal, state, and city or local level that campaign, and part of that campaign is about bringing better health care and more affordable health care. Okay? And what are they doing? They're telling you to go and they're promoting this healthcare system, okay, which is nothing more than a death care or death system set up to kill you. And you stupid ass people go out and vote because this politician said he's gonna push for better health care. I'm gonna end this lesson with this last scripture. This is Exodus chapter 22. Get it? 22 and verse 18. Because the so-called white man, starting with really their elites. We're not talking about the average white person, the everyday Joe Blow that's walking, a six-pack Joe that's walking up and down the street. Okay? We're talking about the ruling class. Not the ruling class. Yeah, we're really the ruling class. The elite banking families that's in charge of setting up this system. Okay? That's in charge of setting up and pushing these philosophies through its different departments and the public school system and the colleges. Okay? They're nothing more than witches. Okay? They're nothing more than witches. And this is what the scriptures say about a witch. Exodus 18, verse 20. Exodus 22, Salakia, verse 18. But I think I've been saying Exodus 18, but it's Exodus 22, verse 18. And it reads simply this: thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So the Most High is gonna destroy, okay, you Edomites, starting with destroy your empire and take it down and take your elites into captivity. The rest of you Edomites, you gone, you done. Okay? You Edomites over here in America and throughout the world, the Most High, where the Most High is going to destroy you, okay? And the ruling class is going to be taken into captivity, according to Psalms 149, if I'm not mistaken. All their different warlocks, the Jesuit priests, and their different groups that deal with witchcraft, the Most High is going to fucking kill you. Okay? So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Once again, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us this truth through the Spirit, and peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom.